Did you know that powdered wigs, those iconic symbols of 17th and 18th century fashion, were more than just a stylish trend? Beneath their powdered exterior lies a darker, more surprising reason for their popularity. Powdered wigs were actually a creative way to hide the symptoms of syphilis, a disease that swept through Europe with devastating force. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating and bizarre story behind these historical hairpieces. Let's travel back to the late 15th century, when syphilis, also known as the Great Pox, began spreading across Europe. It was a serious and often deadly infection, notorious for causing skin lesions, rashes, hair loss, and in severe cases, disfigurement. Its stigma ran so deep that people went to great lengths to hide any telltale signs. Enter the powdered wig. The Wigs association with disease might come as a surprise. Wigs, or periwigs as they were called, became popular in the mid-1600s, initially for reasons unrelated to syphilis. King Louis XIII of France reportedly started wearing a wig to cover his premature balding. But by the time of King Louis XIV's reign, wigs had exploded into a full-blown fashion statement. For many, wigs became a clever disguise for the symptoms of syphilis, like bald patches and unsightly sores on the scalp. The powdered element served multiple purposes. It was used to deodorize the often musty wigs, add a touch of elegance, and conveniently cover up any visible imperfections. The powdered finish ranged from white to shades of grey and even pastel hues, reflecting the wearer's wealth and taste. This powdered preparation didn't just enhance appearance, but also absorbed oils, masked odors, and even helped to deter lice, serving both aesthetic and functional purposes. The wigs were made of human and animal hair, as well as plant fibers and grasses. Male baldness was increasingly viewed as a sign of weakness and bad health starting in the early 1600s. Syphilis was treated with mercury, which increased significant hair loss. Long, beautiful hair was a sign of virility, strength, and health. Beyond health-related reasons, wearing a powdered wig was also a statement of wealth and sophistication. These elaborate hairpieces weren't cheap, requiring regular maintenance, powders, and scented oils. Wigs became a tool to not only conceal imperfections, but also signal social standing, a fascinating blend of practicality and vanity. To prevent offensive smells, fragrant ingredients like lavender, orange blossom, or rose were added to the powder. For those wearing wigs, perfumed powders offered a touch of style and uniqueness. Any remaining hair on the person wearing it was usually shaved or cut short under the wig. This was done mostly for hygienic reasons, but also for practical ones, to avoid creating an environment that would attract lice. Hair was often bought from people, particularly those living in poverty who sold their hair to make money. For example, women who had long hair that wig makers could cut and sell. Hair was purchased and sold in markets by dedicated hair traders. These craftsmen either imported hair from areas where it was easier to find, or they collected hair locally. Sometimes monasteries provided hair, especially if monks or nuns underwent rituals of shaving their heads. By the late 18th century, powdered wigs fell out of favour, largely due to changing fashions and practical reasons. The French Revolution brought simpler styles into vogue, and the high taxes on hair powder made maintaining wigs expensive. Additionally, the advancement of medicine meant that the spread of syphilis was better understood and treated, reducing the need to hide its symptoms. So, next time you see a portrait of a powdered, perfectly coiffed aristocrat from centuries past, remember, beneath the surface lies a story of disease, ingenuity, and the desire to keep up appearances. Powdered wigs may have disappeared from modern fashion, but they remain an iconic reminder of history's demand for health and style. In many respects, the history of the powdered wig is an important example of how people cope with hardship. These wigs highlight the lengths that we will go to in order to fit in, succeed, or even conceal our worries, which range from disguising imperfections in appearance to becoming status symbols. Powdered wigs may be a thing of the past, but their lessons about creative thinking driven by necessity remains timeless. If you enjoyed uncovering this peculiar piece of history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more surprising tales from the past. And as always, let us know in the comments, what historical mystery or oddity should we dive into next? See you in the next one.